Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia for those who are new here. So I have created this look today. It is like an yellowy orange eye with a very cool lip. I posted a picture of this look a couple days ago. A few people said they wanted to see a video on it, so here I am giving you what you want. I'm sorry I have not been creating YouTube tutorials for those who actually like to watch my videos and support me. I have kind of been in a creative rut. I also went on a amazing trip to England. I went for my cousin Denny's wedding to her now husband Lee. Cue photo here. And it was the best experience of my life. I had so much fun. I love everybody that I met, and it's kind of put my ass in gear to come back home and do what I love. And I'm just super inspired, just going to a different country and being in a different setting and surrounded by different people, yada yada yada. I'm rambling, but you get the idea. It has really made me want to take this more seriously, this YouTube channel. So, before you get bored of me talking and exit out of this video, I will jump right in now. Alright, so I've already done my brows, I've already moisturized my face, so I'm going to go in with, I don't know how to pronounce it, the Farsali. Yeah, Farsali, that's the best I can do. Unicorn Essence Skin Enhancing Antioxidant Serum. I got it from Sephora. I'm pretty sure it started off as an Instagram trend. However, I really do love it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it makes my skin feel. And I think it does really good at kind of moisturizing my skin and priming my face for makeup. And then just where I see more enlarged pores, I'm going to use the Milk Blur Stick. And so that tends to be right here around my nose and right in my T-zone. And I don't use a ton. I just try to like blend it out. Maybe a little on my chin and my smile lines. So we're gonna start off with the eyes, and then we're gonna do the rest of the face and finish off with the lips. So let's get on to the eyes then.
Going in with the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette, I'm using the yellow shade Star with an IT Cosmetics blending crease brush, and this is going to be my transition shade for the look. And I'm really just focusing on getting the shape of my eye down. I like to keep it more rounded versus almond and lift up towards the brow bone. And with the Morphe 35B palette, I'm going to go in with a brighter yellow and a MAC 217 brush and start focusing on my crease and just blending everything together. This is Buttercup Cake by Sugar Pill, and I'm going to use my finger, one of the best tools you possibly could have, and putting it all over the lid and patting it as well for maximum pigmentation. Then I'm going to use Real Gar from the Modern Renaissance palette and a MAC 221 brush, and I'm going to start on the outer corner of the eye and build it upwards towards the inner corner. But again, this is to add depth and to round out the shape of my eye. I like to do circular motions building up towards the brow bone to help make the shape that I want. Then I'm using Space Cowboy by Urban Decay. It is a pressed pigment, and I have to use my finger. It is very pretty in the pan, but it just doesn't translate on the eye. I would not recommend purchasing this. It's a waste of money, honestly. I had to really push my finger onto my eyelid, and still I didn't get the payoff that I wanted. But this is what I had, and then I'm going to go back in with that 221 brush and blend the shadows together.
Okay, so now that I have my eyes halfway done, we're going to start on the face. So with a flat e.l.f. powder brush, I'm just going to wipe away any of the fallout that I got from my eyeshadow. And then I'm going to be using my MAC Prolongwear foundation in NW15 and dotting that all over my face like I usually do. And then I'm going to buff that out with a damp beauty sponge. And I'm not going to get on my nose too much just because I just got it pierced and it is really sore. So I'm going to do a little bit. And then okay, so now for my cream contour, I have been loving the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation in Fawn. I don't use the powder contour anymore to go over it in Fawn, just because I feel like it's too cool, if that makes sense. Which, for someone as white as me, it doesn't make sense that anything is too cool. But, yep. And then I'm going to go in with the Artist Oval 8 brush to blend that out. I feel like this is the best thing that I have to blend out a cream contour. And then with the excess that's left over, I'm gonna do it on my forehead. And that's that. So for my concealer, I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in Fair. It is the lightest shade they have. And I don't like to go crazy with concealer because I'm already light enough that I don't need to like highlight parts of my face. So I'm really just starting under here, and as I go, I see where I might need it a little bit more. And then because I do have a little bit of foundation left over on the fattest part of the sponge, as the highlight, the concealer meets the contour, right in the middle, I like to mesh the two together with the concealer, or the foundation, because it makes it a nice seamless from light to medium to darker. If that makes sense, maybe next time I explain something, I won't fumble over my words, and you guys can understand me better. So now that that is done, I'm going to go in with the Airspun and a Real Techniques sponge and set my under eye, nose, chin, smile lines. You get the drill. And with any kind of excess that I have in the cap, I'm going to dust on my forehead with the Kat Von D 20 powder brush, number 20 powder brush. And then while my under eye is setting, I'm going to go in with the MAC 150 brush and the MAC matte bronze powder. So it's matte, and kind of use that as my contour and to warm my face up a bit. I am going to carve out underneath with the flat part of the Real Technique sponge. For a nice crisp line. And then while everything sits, I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Lip Injection Extreme Gloss thing. I find that this tends to work for me to get a quick plump. I've mentioned it before in some of my previous videos because girl can't afford lip injections, so this is gonna have to do till I can one day. Okay, so I'm gonna go back in with the e.l.f. powder brush, the flat one, and wipe away the bake underneath my eyes and on my nose. Because now we're gonna go in and finish up the eyes.
So I'm just going to use that IT Cosmetics brush and the yellow from the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to connect from the side of the outer corner of my eye down to underneath my eye under the lower lash line, and this again will act as a transition shade. And then I will go in with Real Gar again and the MAC 221 brush and add a little bit of depth. But you really want to focus on connecting the outer corner to the lower lash line to help make the shape that you want. And like I said, I like it pretty round and lifted. For my lower lash line or waterline, I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. I use this a lot. I've repurchased it a lot. I love it and I highly recommend it. It stays all day. And then I'm using the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. And I like to start off with my lower lash line so that I can look up and not have to worry about the mascara on the top lashes transferring onto my eyelid. So I always start looking up, doing the lower lash line, and then I hold my mirror down and look down to do the top. And if this is something you do too, that's awesome, because I don't think a lot of people do unless I'm just totally oblivious to everything, but yeah.
Okay, so while my mascara dries before we go into the lashes, which I'm probably not even going to do on camera because I'm not very good at that, so I don't want you to watch me, I'm going to go ahead and buff away under here, get away that white cast. And then I'm going to go in with the bronzer again and just touch up right here for a little depth. Alright, now for the highlight. I'm going to be using the OFRA Cosmetics NikkieTutorials Everglow highlighter with the Morphe R36 brush, and I like to evenly use the lightest shade and the medium shade. Sometimes I feel like the light is too white, and obviously the gold is too tan for me for the medium, so I just mix the two together. And I like to start right here, work down, buff, and then kind of connect to the brow bone. Yes! Ooh, it is so pretty! Yep. And then I will use my finger to do the very tip of my nose. Down the bridge, and then I buff it out. Okay, so after I touch up my brow bone with the highlighter, I do go back in with the blending brush that I started off with for my transition shade to kind of put that matte opaque shade back over there, because I don't want it to be too shimmery on too much of the eyelid, because we already have the glitter on the main lid part of the eye. So it's just all about blending everything together, no matter if it's your eyes or your face. Blending is the most important thing a person can do with their makeup. So now for blush, I am still all about the Milani Luminoso, the baked powder blush. It is not super pigmented, which I like because I am so pale, but it's a nice peachy pink. It's got a sheen to it. It's not glittery, just a sheen. And I feel like it blends my highlight to my foundation perfectly. So if I go a little heavy-handed, you know how to brush it away. And then I like to go back in with the remnants of the highlighter and just kind of touch it back up as to make sure I didn't cover too much with blush. And I realize I'm talking to the screen versus the camera. Just bear with me. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes off camera, and then we'll finish up with the lips. Alright, lashes on. I just used some basic wispy Ardell's. Those are my favorite, and they're like $6. And now for my lips, to kind of go with the yellow warm eyes, I'm going to do a very cool lip. So I'm using Thistle by Lime Crime. I got it when they had the like $5 deal. There were a bunch of lipsticks that were $5, so I got that, and I got Moonstone, but today I'm going to use Thistle. So I wiped off the Too Faced lip injections, and I'm going to go in with my highlight brush and do my Cupid's bow. And then I like to take my finger and get the edges of the Cupid's bow kind of going up. And then I blend out. Just little stuff, you know, that makes a difference to me. now that the lips are done, I'm going to use the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray. This one's my favorite, next to the Max Fix Plus. And I normally do this before I do my eyelashes and mascara because I have a tendency to use so much that my mascara starts to drip on my face. But I forgot to do that, so I'm going to try to not fuck it up. So far, so good. Fluff up the hair. Get ready for the gym. Just kidding. And I think that completes this look. Alright everybody, that completes this tutorial on this look. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more content from me, click the subscribe button. I appreciate you guys watching this, and if there is anything that you would personally like me to demonstrate for you, leave it in the comment section below. Alright, love you guys. Bye.